Welcome back, everybody, to the Wind Waker HD playthrough. This is part 37, and as I mentioned, just in passing in the previous part, yes, we will be getting back to the main storyline in this video, finally. It's been, how many parts has it been? A lot? Yeah. But anyway, alright, I was curious enough to go look it up, and, yeah, it was part 31 that we started doing this, so it's gonna be... No, actually, after this is going to be 6 parts. So 6 straight parts of collecting and salvaging stuff. It's quite a lot. Alright, so now we actually have to talk to Tingle again, which we haven't done since, like, the beginning of the playthrough. And, I know that's very unfortunate, but, it's necessary. And, yeah, so, again, we need Tingle to actually decipher... Oh my god. The Triforce charts that we do have... But, he does charge us. What was it, 300-something rupees? Kulimpa? Alright. Become readable. Why does he have to pose too? Anyway. So now we can actually use... Okay, 398 rupees. So roughly 400. So it'll take about 1,200 rupees to decipher them all. However, that number didn't actually change since the GameCube version, and since you had to do 8 of them, I think it actually mentions it here. Yeah, he asked for a whole 3,184 rupees to decipher all of the Triforce charts. It's times like this when I'm really happy that I'm playing the HD version instead. Anyway, so a little bit of time skip right now. This actually happened, I'm gonna mention this now. So I'm, 100% honest with you guys. This actually happened after... I was finished with the, actually, this part in particular, I was getting close to the, the very end of the game. And then I realized that I forgot something. So, if that's any indication, yes, I do have all of my health there, all of the hearts. And, of course, I will be actually showing me getting, the final piece of heart. Don't worry, I didn't forget about that. But, in the meantime... I'm going to be going to a specific island that I didn't actually get to go to before because the walkthrough actually didn't tell me to go here ever. Only after I started reading the end of the walkthrough and it started like listing off like all of the upgrades and stuff, like all of their locations and like the locations of the treasure charts and like the places that the treasure charts take you to. Only then did I realize that I was missing stuff. And I was pretty upset about that because I really wish that it would have told me that as I was playing the game. In fact, after we're done with this specific thing that I'm gonna get as an upgrade, the portions after that, I literally recorded after I was completely done with the playthrough, credits and everything. And, again, I was reading through, because I was just curious, I was just reading through the end of the walkthrough, just, just to look at all the checklists and stuff, and just like, oh, yeah, hey, I remember getting that, oh, hey, I remember getting that, and then it was just like, oh, wait a minute, I don't remember getting that, and then it told me something in specific that I will mention, in just a moment here, but, this is the Thorn Fairy Island. Now this is, surprisingly, another fairy upgrade, great fairy upgrade. And, of course, this would have been nice to have before the actual end of the game, which is why I'm putting it here at this point in the playthrough. Of course, if anybody's following this along and, wants to, have, some sort of helping video walkthrough guide thing to actually beat the game. And, here you go. Thorn Fairy Island. This is the third... question mark? I actually looked for it specifically on the walkthrough and then I pointed away from it. Anyway, now we can have 99 arrows. Yeah. Again, that would have been really nice before the end of the playthrough because there was a couple of times actually in the previous parts where I ran out of arrows. I think in particular with that, there was that one dungeon where I was shooting at those Wizrobes in the little like teeth-looking caverns or whatever that were over my head, and I ran out of arrows. Another 39 would have been nice there. Anyway, so this would be the portion that I'm talking about. Now this is all going to be in super speed. This is me collecting the Tingle statues. Now, the problem with the Tingle statues was that the walkthrough never mentioned to me that you are able to actually collect the Tingle statues with regular bombs in the HD version. It only kept mentioning the Tingle statues, like, if you have the Tingle tuner out, use your Tingle bombs and then place them right here and blah, 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 and then boom, 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 and then there's the Tingle statue. Now, the problem with that is that you don't actually get the Tingle tuner in the HD version. You only get it in the GameCube version. So I was led to believe that you cannot get the Tingle statues in the HD version. Turns out I was wrong. All you have to do is just use regular bombs. Now, I don't know why I recorded all the way to that point, but whatever, that's neither here nor there. Actually, you know, it gives me a little bit more time to actually explain this junk. But, yeah, so that was Dragon Rouge Cavern. Now we're here at the Forbidden Forest, Woods. Oh, God, it's been a while. And, yeah, we need to bomb this tiny little island here with those really annoying pea-hats that I wish I could just, you know, kill forever. And then, now we get the second Tingle statue. They all have their own little, like, weird, fancy, goofy nicknames. I don't really, not quite following along. I think the first one was the dragon one. Yeah, like, they're all just kind of themed to, like, whatever the dungeon is that we're in. But, again, I don't know why I continue to record this. But, hey, you know, it's like, hey, here's a little walk through the past, I guess. But, anyway. Alright, whoosh, and then boop, and then, eat, Alright. So, of course, I was just walking my way all the way back through here. And then, oh yeah, my good friends, the pea-hats. Yeah, I get to kill them with arrows. Oh, okay. I got that. That was where I decided to stop recording. Now, here we are in the Tower of the Gods. Here's those platforms that we had to jump back and forth between. And if you bomb this... Oh, okay, that killed me. I remember that. If you bomb that platform there and then get off of the platform before it actually kills you by knocking you off, then you can come up here and get the Goddess Tingle statue. Ooh. Now, the Tingle statues themselves don't actually do anything. You have to collect them to cash them in later on, which, again, I will also be showing. Now, here we are in the Earth Temple, and underneath the freaky sun-looking face, we have that one place where you had to... Oh my goodness, this looks really annoying. Why did I even bother doing this? Why am I doing that instead of just... Yeah, okay. Oh, whoops. I don't even know if I killed him. I don't know why I was doing that instead of just trying to bait him to get, you know, to come to me so that I could actually target him. What am I even doing? Anyway, thank you for super speed. So, we didn't have to sit through that torture. Now, yeah, this little part here that had a whole bunch of stuff all over the place. Yeah, of course, the middle of that actually has the Tingle statue. And then, boom, this is the Earth Tingle statue. Ooh, how fancy. And here we are in the Wind Temple. Now, this was the room that I mentioned in the last part that was particular. Oh, no, this is the room that Makar gets kidnapped in. And you jump down here with those weird magic sucker guys. And then bomb the middle of it. Hey, get away from me. And then you get the Wind Tingle statue. Now, we're going to be making our way back to Tingly Island. And first, we have to talk to this guy. And, beep, boop, beep. Oh, okay, never mind. Oh, yeah, that's if you want to do the pictographs, yeah, for the Nintendo Gallery. And, no, you don't actually have to talk to Tingle himself. You have to talk to the pink Tingle. They all have their specific names, but I forget what these guys are. But anyway, for each individual Tingle statue you get, he gives you a bunch of money. And yeah, I think I actually wasted that because I already had max money, but, yeah. So, yeah, now we time skip back to the point where I was finished deciphering the Triforce charts. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, I know it was a weird, like, intermission in between that. But, yeah, again, I wanted to do it, you know, at some point before I actually got to the end of the game again. Alright, so that's all over and done with. And now we can move on to what we were doing earlier. Now we can actually, of course, salvage the treasure from our charts. Oh, okay. Oh, Ankle! Oh, there's the name of the guy. Ankle is the one that, the pink tingle. And, oh, I see. You get 50 rupees per new statue you've collected. That's 100. And as a reward for collecting them all, you get 500 more rupees on the spot. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to be finishing up our salvaging with our treasure charts. There was one outside the Forsaken Fortress for a silver rupee. Now we're going to the Western Fairy Island for another silver rupee. Uh-huh. So that was, I guess if we're gonna be like super technical, you know, that was treasure chart 25 and then 8. And now we're going back to the Tower of the Gods. I know, isn't this awful? It's just like, we have to go everywhere all the time. Tower of the Gods actually has a sunken treasure. Treasure chart 14, another silver rupee. Okay. Now we go to, Starbelt Archipelago. For treasure chart number 27. Beep, boop, beep, boop. Make my way downtown over there to the Starbelt Archipelago. Oh, I could have done that a lot better. And again, you know, that word is just, it's so weird. Oh! Okay, no, we're not actually going to the Starbelt Archipelago just yet. This is the thing that I mentioned I forgot when we were here at the cabana. Now, basically, there's a hidden thingy right behind the cabana itself. You need to deck-u-leaf over there, open this chest, and boom, there's a treasure chart. I think I actually had to come over here because I realized, oh man, I don't have the treasure chart that it actually wants me to open. I believe it was the one for the Starbelt Archipelago. And, yeah, we're gonna be going over there and salvaging yet another silver rupee. In fact, in the walkthrough, it even describes it as that. Yet another silver rupee. See, the walkthrough knows. We're getting quite a lot of money here. Look at all that money. Again, that was fun time inside reference. Just fun. So much fun. Anyway, alright, so we got that silver rupee. Doing a little pausing. I don't know why. And now we got to go to Needle Rock Isle. Opening treasure chart 28. And did I mention the one before that was 27? Because it was. Alright. Needle Rock Isle. Okay, do that. And then salvage that for another silver rupee. Alright. Now this is the part where I would have normally started doing the Triforce charts. However, I needed to open that final Wind Waker HD treasure chart and go to, oh god, what was it? The Two-Eye Reef. Okay. So we're going on over to the Two-Eye Reef to open treasure chart number 46. This is the new final treasure chart, whereas in the previous one it would have been 41. And then boom, there it is. I was so happy. Like, that was such a huge sigh of relief. Because, again, if it wasn't actually there, by some means, or if that actually wasn't the final piece of art that I needed, I probably would have flipped out. But, you know, I was just kind of, I think I was, like, closing my eyes, and I was just kind of like, and then once I heard the, you know, the little fanfare or whatever, once you get the 4th piece of art, I was just like, oh, thank you. Alright, so now we're opening the Triforce charts. And the first one is by Great Fish Isle. Number 2 is by, actually, oh, that's right! I think I was misled, possibly? No? Maybe? Yes? Yeah, okay, so like I said, I was a little bit confused because the charts themselves aren't actually ordered. Like, it's not 1, 2, and 3 that I'm actually getting. It's, what was it? It was obviously number 1. Okay. The second one, I can't actually remember. But, if I look here, this might have been, I feel like this was Stonewatcher Island. Yeah, I think it was Stonewatcher Island. So that would have been number 3. And then we're going to Dragon Roost Isle over to... which one was that? Oh god. Cliff Plateau Isles. I think that was chart 5. And that's it. Now that we've got all 8, we've completed the Triforce of Courage. And now here's a fancy cutscene. And fancy fanfare, yay! Alright. Alright, we're on it. Okay. And that's it. Can you believe it? We're finally done. The walkthrough even says, I quote, "Sweet Hylia, we can finally move on to the last part of the game." That took forever. Alright. So yeah, again, you know, I had promised that I was going to do a 100% walkthrough of this game, or playthrough, and, you know, I didn't quite know what I was getting myself into in terms of the collecting stuff and going everywhere. But, you know what, now that it's all over and done with, I'd say it was worth it. Yeah, it was fun. And anyway, here's our Triforce of Courage. Here you go, Tower of the Gods. Here's my Triforce piece. Just throws it in the water. Alrighty then. Well, it's gone now, but now it's in his hand. Ooh. Nice. So I think this upcoming thing that he's about to mention is kind of a little throwback to the Ocarina of Time, whereas Link was known as the Hero of Time. Here, this Link is known as the Hero of Winds. Alright, well, I mean, let's do it then. I like this music. That's cool. Alright. Little heroic fanfare to get you going there. And now here we are back in Old Hyrule. And of course the Hyrule castle. Yes, that was it. I almost said temple. Alright, I don't want to be wrong or anything. But anyway, so once we actually get in here, there's trouble abound. The Hero of Time statue has been totally messed up. So that's probably not a good sign. Oh my, he's just all in pieces. I think I was actually able to kind of just get up in his face this time, and it's just like, yeah, I remember I really wanted to look at his face, and then yeah, I kind of disappointed. He looks like an alien in that statue. Anyway, so that was pushed out of the way. So is Zelda okay? I mean, I don't know. Statue's all messed up. Pathway to where Zelda was open now. Oh, hey. Alright, she's all good. Or is she? No, I can confirm that no, she's not. Shocker. Oh boy. Well, you know, usually fire is not a good sign. And here's a... Oh, these guys aren't Mighty Dark Nuts, are they? I'm pretty sure they're just the Black Dark Nuts. Black Knights. Alright. So, here we go. Whoop. Oh, okay. Ow. Oh, that's it. Alright, yes. See, now I'm just, like, panicking. There we go. I'm just gonna beat these guys up. Come on, this is easy mode. Friggin' the Savage Labyrinth was so much tougher than this. I love how I can see their health here. That's actually pretty cool. Oh, I almost got him there. There we go. Yay, that's it for him. I can't really see that guy's health. Oh, there we go. Well, just kind of... You know, this is kind of a random mention, but now that I'm looking at this again, the reddish color on everything, this kind of reminds me of the Virtual Boy. Imagine if this game was on the Virtual Boy. Let's just imagine if the entirety of just, like, everything that we just played was on the Virtual Boy. Like, I honestly don't know if that would have been, like, an actual just downgrade to this game overall, or if that would have been a humongous upgrade to the Virtual Boy as a console. Anyway, is it a console or a handheld? I don't think they ever figured that one out. But anyway, now we got to exit out the back of the Hyrule Castle. The back exit. Now, with our cool magical new Master Sword that's all empowered and cool and fancy and stuff. Now, remember there was a shield there, or whatever, like a force field that was forbidding us from actually leaving. Well, now with the Master Sword all powered up, just slashing once against that shield makes it completely vanish. God. Now that's just really cool looking. Anyway, but, oh yeah, well, that force field was actually supposed to be, magic barrier that was actually supposed to be created by Ganon, I think? No, it couldn't have been, because that was, oh wait, no, I think it was, actually, because his dudes were inside of the castle, and then, you know, like, just, like, time was frozen or whatever. But anyway, so now we're actually traversing through some of Old Hyrule, and, there's some new guys along the way, you know, the guys from this game. Anyway, but yeah, this is just kind of like a who's who of bad guys here, just kind of throwing random bad dudes at us. Starting with P-Hats, moving on to Red Choo-Choos. Boop. Get rid of those guys as quickly as I can. Then we move on to Moblins, and just kind of, oh. I actually thought, you know, I don't know why I thought he was going to hit me. Uh-oh. Yeah, you know, their Achilles heel is definitely their butt, I have to say. If you just slash their butt, then all of a sudden, they're just, like, completely stunned and just start running around like an idiot. Anyway. So, yeah, so now we gotta just, battling various enemies. And then, yeah, and then apparently we have to reach some sort of gap. Oh, this is the first time I'm hearing about that. Anyway, but yeah, so this is actually pretty cool though, you know, because again, I'm not really familiar with the Zelda universe, but Ocarina of Time as well. So I actually don't know if this is like a, you know, to scale. You know, if this is actually like the pathway that you would actually take in Ocarina of Time to get to the castle, or if this actually existed as a pathway. What was that? What was that whole thing? Anyway, I'm pretty sure this red guy is the Mighty Dark Knight, because yeah, his armor looks a lot like bigger and fancier. There we go. All right, deal with that guy. And now we actually have to use the hook shot, because, well, you know, we gotta make use of everything that we have here in our inventory. And of course, it was very convenient that we got the hook shot to begin with, so that we could actually, oh no, bats in video games. So that we could actually use it to actually get across this broken bridge. And, get into Ganon's Tower, which we will be there in just a second, but that's it for this video! Join me in part 38, where we'll be traversing into the deadliness of Ganon's Tower. See you all next time.